Oh, all right, as Joe says.
Oh,
First
my
thing
goodness.
I saw when I got here. Hello, guys.
Hello. We are back for the 4 o'clock show today as a part of Day 5 Sideshow Con. Once again, if you have been with us all this week or you are just joining us, a reminder, the 4 p.m. stream is the Hot Toys Summer Showcase, but we are changing it up a little bit today. We are going to be doing a all-request format for the Hot Toys Summer Showcase. A couple of ground rules before we get started. Again, this is the Hot Toys Summer Showcase, so we are only doing requests for the Hot Toys pieces on display. Along with that, if it is not on display, we cannot show it. We are not that magical. What we have here is what we can look at.
Going to give you a quick overview of everything that's here so you know what you can request.
Yes, so Autumn's going to do a walk around, see something you like, keep it in mind, and we will go back to it. However, if it's not here, we can't display, or we can't show it because it's not on display. And we can get close to these pieces. We can tell you the specs that we have. We can tell you as much information as we have. However, we cannot move, remove, change anything about the way that these pieces are displayed. We'll get as close as we can for you so you can see what we have on display. But we are not allowed to touch these prototypes.
Yes. If there are some people have asked in the past if we can show the back or a different view, that's fine if you want to ask for a different angle that you haven't seen, and we will do our very best to maneuver around the pieces to show you that, but we just can't move them or touch them in any way.
Yes, and if it's not safely feasible to do so, we'll get as close as we can, but we don't want to risk anything. Also, if you guys were here yesterday, we talked a little bit about as a part of Hot Toys Summer Showcase, they did announce some really incredible new pieces as well that are not at the show physically, but they are coming soon to Sideshow's website. In fact, a number of them already are up for pre-order, so you can check out.
Oops, sorry, I'm just going this way. And there we go.
There we go, walking backwards.
I want to show all the Hot Toys in one shot.
A number of those pieces are already up for pre-order on our website, so if you are interested in the Clone Wars Anakin, the Tony Stark mech test, the Illusion Mysterio Iron Man drone, if you are, I'm trying to think of the other ones, Wonder Woman 1984, her traditional Wonder Woman costume, and then, of course, the Hot Toys Summer exclusives, including the Stan Lee Ragnarok cameo, the Spider-Man Black Suit 2099, and today's exclusive that is up for pre-order, the Whiplash 6-scale figure. Cable is also on our website now.
Yes.
So you can check those out. If it's up for pre-order, there's an entire gallery. All of Hot Toys details are available. But in the meantime, we will be showing you pieces here that you want to see. And again, we have a couple of pieces here, like the classic suit Spidey, Jango, those Clone Wars pieces that may or may not be on the website already, so this is your first chance to take a look at them.
Okay, so we are going to go with the first one that I see as a request. We're going to jump to that, Luke, Mando, and Obi. Let's go look at Luke.
All right.
I saw a lot of requests for please close up on Luke. So, and we will also get as close up to all of these head sculpt as we can possibly get without touching them.
Yes, so this is the Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder 6-scale figure by Hot Toys. I do want to shout out, thanks to our resident pose master, Terry Smith. He did correct me. Again, this is the first time I'm seeing a lot of these pieces. What Luke is holding is not maintenance material or ship parts. It is the thermal grenade and the grapple gun that he uses to take down the AT-AT.
Thanks, Terry.
Empire Strikes Back. So thank you for catching that. You know, I am memorizing the details of 100 products or so this weekend, so forgive me if I slip up.
I think you're still good. I think you're still A++.
Anyways, Hot Toys has done an amazing job with the likeness on this figure. Of course, it does have a new hair sculpt and a Rebel Flight helmet. You guys can see that right there with the clear visor. Lots of weathering details on the helmet as well. And I'm going to try to not rush you through the... Yeah, we're going to...
You guys, when we're looking at something, if there's a specific part that you want to see of that, just shout it out. We can see the chats. They are moving really fast, but we can see as many as we can and help you out.
And I'm going to let Autumn do the nice long shots. I'm going to try not to rush her through the view. But you guys can see he does have a meticulously tailored costume as well. It is the Rebel Flight suit. You can see lots of the stitching detail throughout, all the different pouches and patches on his pants. He does have the fabric element over his boots as well. You guys can see the snowy environment figure base as well.
They asked to see the back, so I'm going to jump around the back
as best we can.
As best I can.
This piece is not yet available for pre-order on our website. Excuse us, Anakin.
Excuse us.
You guys can also see, yes, the full stitching. He does have a blaster at his belt. He does have the faux leather utility pouches, and then that back white part of the flight suit.
Do the pockets open? We can't touch it, but I think we can probably surmise by looking.
It looks like on the pants there is some kind of in the front pocket.
It's not
looks
stitched closed completely.
But it doesn't look as though, especially with his lightsaber and the equipment he is holding, it doesn't look like those will fit into the pockets. Right. However, the lightsaber does hang off of his belt, so you guys do have that option. And I don't have the details of this figure, what hands it might come with, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hot Toys includes a lightsaber blade for this piece.
All right. Thank you guys. That is tricky. I'm getting compliments on my camera work. Thank you. It is tricky zoomed in that close because every little shake does, show up. So I think that we got everything covered here. Is there any other questions about this piece? If not, what do we want to see? Captain Rex.
Yeah, I saw quite a few for Captain Rex. And
okay.
We're just around the corner from Luke, so if some more questions come up, we can do our best. This is the Captain Rex 6th scale figure. You guys are currently seeing him with his helmeted portrait. If you are interested in seeing the unhelmeted portrait, he is available for pre-order on our website, so you can check that out. But again, we cannot alter this figure in any way. He does have a fantastic, realistic clone likeness. These Clone Wars pieces are based on the animated series, of course, but given the signature Hot Toys touch with a really cool realism aspect to the head sculpts. We are getting asked, is this the same Captain Rex shown since Tuesday? This is the same Captain Rex who has been on display at the show the entire week.
Every Hot Toys piece that is here has been on display since Monday. Yes.
Yes. So you guys can see he does have an extremely detailed helmet included with those little hatch mark or the tick mark details. He does have...
It's on the back of his hand. I love it.
Yeah, and that's on the helmet. Actually, I never noticed that on the hand.
I didn't until I did this close-up. So, yeah.
We're all learning together.
Yes.
He is on a dynamic flight base, so he can do... whoops, careful.
This is tricky.
I'll give you lots of space. Yeah. He is on a dynamic flight base, so you can do those aerial poses. You do see that his jetpack has the flame trail accessory, so you can do poses where he is maneuvering and being propelled.
Let me try to get the back for you guys. Hold on.
There's also some really cool... I don't know if you can see it. It's like over here. Okay. There's like some welding detail on his armor as well.
Yeah.
As if it has had repairs done to it. There's a lot of significant battle damage on this piece as well. Entirely purposeful. He does have a fabric undersuit beneath the sculpted armor parts, as you guys can see.
Excuse me, little child.
And for the full details on what this figure includes, including, as I mentioned, a look at that unhelmeted portrait, plus a couple of other features that I don't want to say in the chat because I know that they are Clone Wars Season 7 spoilers, so I won't mention that. But
look, there's more hash marks on the armor on the leg.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
I like this really super close up.
I was going to say, I don't think we've had the chance to actually slow down and look at that per request, especially because Obi-Wan is right in front of him.
Yeah, taking all the glory.
But you can pre-order that on our website. Mods are dropping the link, so you can take a look at that realistic version of...
who are our moderators today? Thank you.
That's a good question. Yeah, who's our moderator? Or moderators?
Okay, I like that. Moderators. Okay, so what do we want to look at next, you guys? Jump in. I'm going to do the next one you guys say.
Christopher Rivera is asking if the jetpack lights up. I do not have that information, but you can refer to the product page for full details about any light up features or additional swap out pieces.
Okay, Obi.
All right, well,
we're going to hyperspace all the way over here.
Here we go. In continuation with the Clone Wars.
All right, buckle up, going in close.
This is the ObiWan Kenobi 6th scale figure. This is a prototype currently pending approval. He is not available on our website, but there is an RSVP link that you can use to be notified. Our RSVP system operates where you can put your email or phone number in. We do have SMS, email, and text alerts, and we'll let you know when it has a release window, when it has product pricing, updated galleries. We will keep you abreast of that information if you are interested. And it's fun because you can do kind of a set it and forget it with a piece that might not be pre-ordering for a little while, but we will make sure to notify you when it goes up. So like I was saying, for Captain Rex, this is a realistic version of Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars animated series. You can see that he does have those armor sculpts over a detailed fabric costume that is concurrent with his show appearance. As you guys were seeing in his hand just a moment ago, he does have a hologram projector that will come with multiple figures. We are looking at the Anakin Skywalker figure.
Okay, I'm asking for close-ups of this hologram. I'm going to see if the camera will cooperate. I got to get around a lightsaber, excuse me. All right, I will see what I can do.
There's a lot going on in the background.
I'm threading the needle, so hold on.
But Hot Toys has included this with a number, this type of feature with a number of their Star Wars pieces, and they've done a great job kind of emulating. I wonder if like those
maybe
beauty,
that'll help.
those
There.
beauty tutorials.
Oh my gosh, you're brilliant. Look at that.
Thank you.
Come on, focus. There we go.
There we go. So this is the Anakin Skywalker. You guys can see it does have kind of a ridged texture to emulate the movement of hard light and hologram technology in the Star Wars universe. And I don't know.
No, Joshua, we cannot touch it.
So the Anakin Skywalker figure is available for pre-order currently, and Anakin, like Obi-Wan, comes with a number of hologram swap-out pieces. Anakin comes with Obi. I've never called him Obi in my life. Obi-Wan, excuse me, that felt wrong. Yoda and
So disrespectful.
Anakin comes with a hologram of Ahsoka Tano. So Obi-Wan Kenobi may have similar characters to correspond with for during the Clone Wars, but you can see the kind of other additional hologram sculpts included with Anakin on our website right now. And then, of course, he does have the detailed armor on his legs as well, and the fabric costume.
Okay, so I got lots of calls for Mando and Child and close-up of the child. So,
all right.
As long as I'm super close up, we'll start there.
This is the Mandalorian and Child Deluxe 6-scale figure set. Oh, that is actually really cute. I mean, no surprise there, but like that view is really cute. This is the deluxe set, and you can tell that because the figure does come with two versions of the child. This is the hovering pram configuration. It is on a clear kind of lift, and so it does look like the bassinet is hovering alongside the Mandalorian. This body for the child has the kind of sitting configuration, magnetic as well, sitting up. See, it can look outside of the pram. There's some fabric elements inside of there as well for swaddling the child.
I don't have any 6-scale nuggies to give him. I'm sorry. I think he's okay, though.
But the child himself is entirely sculpted. There is a second version of the child that comes with this piece, and it is standing. The Mandalorian can hold either version of the child, of course.
Trying to work around lightsabers that are sticking out at me, so it's a little tricky, but we got it.
Yeah,
okay.
So you guys can see there then that's the clear pillar that it stands on, as well as the kind of fixture that helps it blend into the Mando's base. All of these Hot Toys pieces come with the license and the nameplate for the character, so these have a very nice silver plate that says Star Wars The Mandalorian on front. You guys can see this is the deluxe version of the Mando. He does have most of his entire Beskar armor setup going on. He does have that one damaged pauldron on his leg, but he even has the Mudhorn signet on his right shoulder.
Yes.
It's hard to do the left and right when we're facing these. On his right shoulder, he is also...
get around back for you guys while Amy keeps going.
He is also kitted out with traditional Mandalorian bounty hunting gear, including a jetpack. He does have a dynamic figure stand, which you can see. And I liked explaining this yesterday, so I'll explain again. For anyone who is unfamiliar with the call out of the dynamic figure stand, it is that kind of flexible pole that you see. Yeah. It is rigid enough to support your poses, but it is flexible in that you can bend it and configure it. So you can see with Captain Rex, those figure stands clasp the character around the waist or perhaps underneath the arms to support poses that have neither foot on the base or one or the other foot. Basically, if you want extra reinforcement and balance, these are included mostly with characters who utilize jumping as one of their skills, flying, and so Hot Toys provides those so you have the opportunity to get some really interesting acrobatics in with your poses.
Well, as long as we're here, I'm seeing a lot of requests for Mr. Fett. So.
All right. And finishing up on the Mando and Child, they are available for pre-order, and the standard version of of the figure
Oh.
without there is a set with the child, but the deluxe has the 2 versions of the child and the hovering pram. So that is available. Mods will drop the link. This is the Jango Fett 6 scale figure. This is a prototype pending approval. He did make his debut at San Diego Comic-Con last year, but this is the world premiere of the unhelmeted head sculpt. Of course, based on the likeness of actor Tamara Morrison. You guys can see there's a lot of detail in the brow. There's even detail that we can see that I don't think the camera is picking up, but it is incredible how much these pieces look like genuine human beings. I don't think there's any better way to say that. Hot Toys does an amazing job with their hand-painted head sculpts. And they do a great job with the hair sculpts as well. Some figures have rooted hair, but the Star Wars figures we have seen have incredibly detailed sculpted hair. He is holding his Mandalorian helmet because this is the unhelmeted head sculpt. You can display him with the helmet. I believe, as is typical, Hot Toys usually includes, you don't usually put the helmet over the head sculpt.
Yeah.
Because that can damage paint. I believe that is a separate portrait that you can add, but when it does go out for pre-order, the specifications of that will be explained. I just think in my history, usually if there's a removable helmet to display, it doesn't actually go over the portrait to protect the paint job on the portrait. You guys can see that he does have a fabric costume with sculpted elements as well for his armor. He does have a couple of weapons at his sides. He does have a couple of blasters.
Oh, let me show the back before I go the other side.
Mandalorian jetpack, of course, wrist-mounted rocket as well that you can see.
Okay. I think I saw everything. I think I showed you everything you guys want to see on him, but if there's something we missed, let me know and I'll show you. Come on, camera, cooperate. There we go.
And then I do always just appreciate that these pieces tend to have battle damage. It helps the armor catch the light better. It makes them look like they come from a lived-in world. And so it is, I think the only person who's justifiably got the cleanest silver is the Mando because his armor is pretty fresh. But I do love that element that you can really see that these characters have been through a lot and then craft that into your poses for these 6 scale figures. Also, if we have anyone new watching this show that is not familiar with Hot Toys, all of these pieces are extremely articulated. They have usually between 28 to 30 points of articulation. That means the joints, the wrists, elbows, neck, legs, all the ways in which you can pose these pieces.
Somebody asked about the back of the boots, so I'm going back there to...
Okay.
I like the spats on top, the little metal plates, and you can see the buckles where they're attached to the boots. That's an amazing little detail. I don't see spurs on the back of the boots. I'll go around one more time just to double check.
But I do know that Boba Fett does have those kind of spikes on the front. Oops, I'm covering the light. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't see any spurs on the back. Looks like no. Okay.
All right. There's some comments about are people in here not familiar with Hot Toys? I assume that most of you guys are well in the know, aficionados, but just in case.
If you've never heard of Hot Toys and don't know, you might think I'm a crazy person right now for getting that close. But that is part of 6 scale collecting and Hot Toys collecting is all the tiny details, and that really is the only way to see them.
Yes, so right now you are watching the Hot Toys Summer Showcase as a part of Sideshow Con Day 5. We do this stream every day at 4 p.m. Pacific, and that will continue on Saturday and Sunday, the 25th and 26th, which are the last days of Sideshow Con. If there's something here that we don't get to, don't worry. We will be taking more Hot Toys walk-around requests throughout the weekend. But in the meantime, we still got some time.
Yeah.
What should we jump to?
Whiplash was one that I saw a couple of people ask for.
All right. Whiplash is today's summer convention exclusive release. If you are registered for Sideshow Con, then you definitely should have gotten notification of that. You can register at side.show/con, absolutely free to you. It only provides benefit.
Hey, can you do me a favor, Amy?
Yeah.
Because of the way the light is right here, that side of his face is really shadowed. Can you pull open your phone and throw the light on the side of his face for me?
You're asking me to get on my phone in the
Please
middle
get
of
on your
work?
phone.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well I don't want to blast him with the light, but let's see if that helps.
It's just to help get a little more. There you go. Just because this is the first time they can see the details. There we go. Because it helps the camera focus a little more.
There was an episode of Unsealed and Revealed, which is our 6 scale kind of, it is unsealed and revealed. We unbox, we look at the pieces more closely, they went into incredible thorough detail on this piece. It is on our YouTube channel, so you can check that out. But what you are looking at is the Hot Toys 6-scale Whiplash figure from Iron Man 2. He has a newly painted head sculpt, likeness of Mickey Rourke. He has an incredibly detailed body with tattoos all over. He's got tattoos on his knuckles. He's got tattoos on his neck, chest, abdomen, pretty much everywhere that you can see skin, there is a tattoo somewhere. He does have a light up LED arc reactor on his chest and his back, as well as a very intricate harness system to hold his kind of homemade arc reactor tech to his body. He is also holding 2 electrified whip accessories.
Okay, I'm going to see if you can answer this question. Is that a fox or a cat on his neck?
Oh my goodness, it looks like a cat.
Has any human ever been this close to a Hot Toys in a video before is what I'm wondering. This is incredible.
Oh my goodness. And you guys can see the necklace that he has as well. That has a fabric. That has a very delicate fabric.
Looks like a code dropped. You guys agree? All right.
Oh my goodness. Do I need to still do the light? You guys, want that?
I think we're good now.
Whoa.
It makes a huge difference in the camera being able to pick up the details. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, then I'm glad we were able to get that. He also does have fabric costume elements. Of course, that is kind of the slacks that have the road tear and damage. And then Hot Toys has provided a kind of a nice environment character base. They usually take care with the detail and the decal, or the kind of providing a minimal environment to help you accentuate the pose, give a story to the character, but not detract from the figure. So of course this is the Speedway base.
I'm going to try to get a back angle while we go.
While he fights. I know Thanos' sword is right there. But you guys can see a bit of that detail on the back of the
there we go.
The Whiplash kind of homemade suit mechanism.
Come on, there we go.
There we go. What was I saying? Oh, figure base. Yes. So this piece does pair perfectly with the Iron Man Mark V if you have that in your collection, if you missed the first Whiplash release, because the original Hot Toys Whiplash debuted about 10 years ago, if you can believe it. But again, this is a newly painted head sculpt. Incredible detail on this piece. It is the Hot Toys Summer exclusive for today. It is available for pre-order on Sideshow.com right now, so you can check that out.
All right, guys, what's next?
I saw some requests actually for Batman Beyond.
Oh, perfect. Hey, there we go. Next. You
that is the
got
next
it.
One we saw.
This one I think I will need your light again because there's so much dark. There's so much black on this. It'll help pick up all those cool details that you and I can see, but...
Yeah, I don't want to full face blast this, but
there we go.
This is the Batman Beyond 6-scale figure from the Arkham Knight video game series. This is from Hot Toys' video game Masterpiece series. Is that helping?
I think so.
There we go. That's a good. So this is, of course, based on the video game model, highly faithful to all of the detail. It is a tactical reimagining of Terry McGinnis's Batsuit. There's something going on outside. Yeah, and he does have a number of swap out elements. You guys are seeing him with his wing configuration. It's the wing cape that does have wire in it for reinforcement. He is also on one of those dynamic figure stands that I mentioned before, but the wings are removable. So you guys can see that. He also does have those kind of interesting fins on the gauntlets. He comes with a number of gesture hands and fists for posing. His suit is incredibly detailed. I mean, you guys can kind of see all of those intricate like plates of armor on this suit, and he does have fabric undersuit as well, as many of these pieces do for their armor sculpts.
There's another great example of the dynamic stand.
Yeah. This one, and that one is really supporting a very high aerial pose.
Absolutely.
And I do love the dynamic figure stand. I actually don't own a figure with the dynamic stand, but I will once I have my Captain Marvel in hand. So those are really fun to get to play with because it tests the limit of your posing and challenges you to see if you know how to kind of cope with real world physics.
Yeah, absolutely.
To get those really cool balanced pose. I will turn the light off.
Turn the light off now.
There we go.
And now it's a little, just to go, I want to be able to show you guys those details that don't always show up.
There is a kind of silvery gunmetal black that you guys can see. That is kind of the reflecting front part of his helmet, the shoulder pads as well. The Harley Quinn 6-scale figure on display next to him is also from their video game Masterpiece series, which they take on incredible DC Comics video games and other games, but they have done a number of Arkham Knight and Arkham video game
Yeah.
series characters with this incredible attention to detail for the pieces.
So I saw requests for Superman and for Spider-Man. I'm not sure which Spider-Man, so I'm going to see what comes up next.
There's quite a few Spider-Man
Yeah, let's see.
figures.
What do you guys want to see next?
But they're all right next to each other, so we can check them out.
I'm waiting to see what pops up next.
And I'm seeing a couple of requests for companies that are not Hot Toys.
Classic.
Sorry guys, this is the Hot Toys Summer Showcase, so we are entirely focusing on the Hot Toys pieces.
Yes. So we're going to look at the classic Spidey next.
All right.
Oh, yeah, lots of votes for classic. Okay.
Yes, this was a brand new world premiere, first reveal, not teased before the show, debut for Sideshow Con, and we are very excited about that. So part of the Hot Toys Summer Showcase, this is the Spider-Man classic suit from Marvel's Spider-Man. Again, I think I've sung the praises of this collection of the Marvel Spider-Man suits, but it's especially great for fans who, if their favorite superhero, if their favorite comic book suit comes up. The video game covered so many iconic Spider-Man looks and even introduced some new ones that are instantly as iconic. But this is, I mean, it comes from the video game, but it is all in all, head to toe, classic Spidey. So this does have a very detailed blue and red costume, of course, with the black webbing elements on the hard sculpt parts like his portrait and his hands. The webbing is raised and it does carry over that texture from the fabric, which is really nice. Again, you are seeing that dynamic figure stand. All the Spider-Man pieces come with that because Spider-Man, I think, is one of the greatest characters for getting those aerial poses. You can do really challenging things. You can do backflips with Spider-Man. I don't have the details on the swap-out pieces because this is not available for pre-order just yet, but you can see that he does have classic web-slinging hands, which are an essential part of any Spider-Man kit. Historically, a lot of these other Spider-Man pieces from the video game also have swap-out eye lenses, so you might be able to look forward to that from Hot Toys. He does have a character figure base with the Spider-Man logo and some screenshots from the game that have been filtered and made into really nice artwork. And then he does have the classic suit name tag on the base. He goes along with a bunch of other suits from the game. We've had the advanced suit, the Spider-Punk suit. On display with him are the Spider-Man 2099 black suit and the Spider-Armor Mark IV. There have been the negative suit. Last year at Comic-Con, Hot Toys premiered the Iron Spider comic book-based suit from the video game.
I'm being asked if I can film him upside down.
I think that will throw our camera
Pretty sure. Yeah.
too
it'll
hard
just
for a loop.
go into a fit. I can show him the back. Yeah,
Let's check
let's
out the
take a little
backside
tour.
of Spider-Man.
All right, stay with me.
The
Here we
Spider-Man
go.
pieces have a really nice athletic musculature to them as well. You've got the raised spider symbol, and you guys can see the way that dynamic figure stand, it has that adjustable clip, so you can catch him around the waist, you can catch him underneath the arms, and really get experimental with the poses that you do. And I know we can't
got
quite
the
see it
tread.
as, I was gonna say, because Spider-Man 2099 is rocking some cool treads too. Hot Toys puts detail from head to toe into every piece. I know it sounds so nerdy, but if you're gonna get one of these pieces, you need to admire all the detail. So be sure to check the shoe treads.
Take a little tread check right there.
Yeah, super
come on,
cool.
Focus.
It's just an element that you might not see as much depending on the way in which you've posed your figure, but it is that attention to detail that Hot Toys has thought of it from head to toe, so that when you do have Spidey kicking down a wall, you can see the treads on his shoes.
The camera does not agree that treads are important. It must be a fake fan. All right, we'll come back to that.
All right, I think we have time for maybe one or two more pieces.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'm going with the next request that I see. Superman, please, please. Okay,
please,
you
all
were
right.
so nice and polite about it. Of course, yes.
all right. This is the Superman 6-scale figure from Justice League. He is now in stock on our website, so you can order him and have him ship to you faster than a speeding bullet.
Nice.
Your results may vary. This figure has the incredible likeness of Henry Cavill from the Justice League film. Of course, he does have the sculpted hair that is perfectly coiffed into that kind of superheroic Clark Kent hairline. He has a very detailed fabric costume as well, consisting of some interesting elements, including the pleated cape that is affixed at his shoulder, so that nice pleat line will not diminish. It is a hanging cape. From what I can tell, it does not have a wire element to it, so you can't pose it. But it is nice and weighty, so it will go along with the physics of your poses. And you guys can see, and I hope it's picking up on the camera, it's not just the lights. This is a very bright super suit. The S logo has some metallic elements. You can see that he does have the beltless style, as was featured in the Justice League film, and his costume has a raised repeating chainmail pattern throughout. You guys can also see that the chainmail extends to his boots, which are primarily sculpted, I believe. He also does come with swap out hands and other accessories you can see on his webpage, and then the Justice League figure base, as well as the dynamic flight stand.
Let me see if I can get the cape from behind for you guys.
You guys see the cape is draped over the dynamic figure stand right now, so if you're wondering what that shape is beneath the cape. But you can see the way that it drapes. And as I mentioned, those pleats, they've sewn that in so you can really get a nice, the nice kind of rustle to the cape as you pose it.
I think Arkham Harley is what I see, so we can.
All right,
we can do this one last one.
We'll finish up on Arkham Harley, but if you guys didn't get to see what you wanted, rest assured we still have two more. We still got 2 more full days of streams, and specifically at 4 p.m. Pacific time on Saturday and Sunday, the 25th and 26th, we will be doing the Hot Toys Summer Showcase again. We will be taking requests to see what you want. So as I mentioned earlier,
so kudos to using specific and Pacific in the same sentence without messing up.
Yeah. I didn't even.
Props to that.
Didn't even try to do that. So this is the Harley Quinn 6-scale figure, again from their video game Masterpiece series, based on her appearance in the video game Arkham Knight, as she breaks into the Bloodhaven Police Department and makes herself a part of the plans to take down B-Man. Sorry, reading the comments as they come through. She has a highly detailed facial sculpt based on her video game likeness. She also has her faded dip dye pigtails. I really like the muted color scheme, but you do still get that classic red and black. You've also got a little bit of navy tinge in there. She does have a detailed fabric costume. We have had some questions. That skirt, that multi-layered skirt, that is all fabric with lace elements. I did want to point out about the pigtails as well, because Hot Toys has been including this with a lot of Harley figures. The pigtails are movable. As we mentioned before at the top of the show, we cannot touch these, but you got to trust us when we say you can swivel the pigtails so you can get some dynamic motion in this pose. She comes with a mallet swap out accessory. She also comes with a baseball bat, and you guys are seeing her machine gun, which has some unique elements to it. There are pink lucky dice, and on the back side there's actually and I discovered this after 3 or 4 days of doing this show, with the machine gun bullet belt, there is a picture of Mr. J taped to the back of her gun.
Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on this. There we go. Almost.
A lot going on in the background.
I know. A lot of competition for focus here. Almost.
Is my hand going to help
Let's see
again?
if that can help. Keep going. Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
You guys can see that all of these details are faithfully accurate to her video game appearance. And you guys can see the backside of the costume as well, with her detailed dress shirt, the harnesses, and all of those layers of skirt. And then she does have the sculpted, I believe that's sculpted arm gloves. Yeah, those are sculpted. So that tiny lace is part of the sculpt. But she's got some really cool details on her leggings as well. She's got the the diamond shaped studs on her leggings and her boots as well. And then, as all these characters do, she has a decal figure base with her image from the video game, and then the nameplate that tells you who she is and what game she's from. She is available for pre-order on our website, so you can check that out and see the full range of accessories and gallery images that Hot Toys has provided for this character. But those 2 pieces, the Batman Beyond and the Harley Quinn video game Masterpiece series from Arkham Knight.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up because I need to go get ready to go live with Paul in the Facebook group for the Day 5 wrap-up.
I love that you have to do the wrap-up so quickly. So
I know.
Tell them everything you've just seen and just done in another hour. What time can they find you at?
That's going to be at 6 o'clock p.m., which is in about an hour and a half from now, and it's going to be in the Facebook group.
Let your geek side show.
Oh, you guys, I just realized there is not one today.
Oh, really?
That's because at 5:30, sorry guys, at 5:30 there's going to be a drink and draw.
Oh, you want to talk a little bit about that real quick?
Okay, so sorry, I just realized it's been such a habit to do that at 6 o'clock. This is the only day there will not be a group hangout. Thank you. Yes, Adam, you are correct. This is the only day there will not be a hangout in the group because there's going to be a drink and draw with host Alex Aronowitz, hanging out with 6 unruly artists and a prize package from Death Wish Coffee and Unruly.
Oh, wow.
I did not start drinking. No, this is just me. So that's going to be happening at 5:30 in about 1 hour. That's going to be on YouTube. Yes. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going on until 9 o'clock tonight. It's going to be really fun.
I'm glad that the commenters are paying attention.
know.
You guys are I know that there's not crowds around and there's not people telling us to not run in the hall. But when you're in it, when you're on the floor, time has no meaning. And so we sometimes forget. But yes, so drink and draw tonight. There will be wrap-ups though the rest of the weekend, I believe. Again, we're going to be back at 8 a.m. Pacific tomorrow morning. We've got a noon stream and we've got a 4 p.m. both on Saturday and Sunday. So you guys can check all of that out. Stay tuned to our social media for updates. Check our website for all the pieces that went up for pre-order today.
Yes. And tomorrow morning, we are going to start, just so you guys know, at 8 a.m., we're going to start by doing an in-depth, deep dive of all the art prints that are in the gallery. So we're going to start there first and then come on into the booth if we have time after that.
I'm sure we can make some time for that. But
so.
it'll be a fun stream. We still got 2 whole days left. Alrighty.
Okay.
Another new fun feature I just want to throw out there. If you guys want to take a photo and have that be your Sideshow Con official photo, you can go to side.show/conphoto, take a picture with the child, tag us, let us know that you were here virtually with us. And then I think that's about all the important updates we got for now. You guys have been great all day. It's been a long day, day 5 of Sideshow Con. Again, go to side.show/con for all of your updates.
Yep.
And until we see you next time, don't forget the drink and draw. Have fun. We'll see you soon. Thank you guys for joining us. And don't forget to let your geek side show.